Hey everybody, Iron Fist Dragon here with some more City of Heroes and some more Arsenal Pete. We're going to do a follow-up video about the Arsenal controller and Dominator sets. You know what? I honestly don't know what to make of these sets because they're just sort of a bunch of stuff. They don't really have any specific tactic in mind except just control. But like what control? Like sleep? So there's a couple of sleep moves, but just two of them. You know, or like freeze. There's just two freeze moves. There's just... I don't know, the best I can come up with is guns and grenades. And because you can't have all the powers. That is, unless you want secondary powers. Like, if I could just skip Tranquilizer and Cryo Freeze Ray altogether. And like Tri-Cannon, I guess Tri-Cannon, you gotta have that just for a cool factor. And so yeah, I don't know. I figure what I'd do is probably respec and then try and get some missions. Respec. Alright. So burst. With basic gun attack. Tranquilizer. A dart that does toxic damage. Sleep grenade. Now does that... Yeah, all of the grenades, I think, shoot out of the barrel of the gun. There's no... It doesn't have to do another throwing animation. Which if you've already got the gun out, that makes it a bit quicker. What's I going to do with this guy? Leaping, I think. It was going to be leaping and medicine. And, of course, hasten. So, speed as well. So, leaping. And medicine. So, I mean, you gotta... I don't know if I should add aid other. Yeah, I don't know. Because either one of these I'm not going to use. I'm really just getting this for aid, self, and resuscitate. But I mean, I've already got a dart move. And of course, there's the taser dart. Oh, might as well. Doesn't matter. Either way. Cloaking device. Definitely want a cloaking device. See, I don't know. Should I get the trip mine? I don't know. I don't think so. Like a Tri-Can... I don't... Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't come up... I can't wrap my brain around this set. I mean, just throw a bunch of control at them. Let them sort it out for themselves, right? Seven moves. It's like, I don't even need all these moves. So this is another one I mean, if you're going based on a theme, you know, this isn't, and none of these are really going to fit into guns, and devices, which is why it's another reason, another good idea, I think, to have something else. Have Arsenal and then something else. like arsenal and then fire, and then pick fire mastery, and it all works together nicely. I like energy mastery though because it's got temporary invulnerability and conserve power. With dominators, they got problems with endurance and they got problems with hit points. And then yeah, so do I have any moves I'm not going to use? I don't necessarily need the targeting drone. The tranquilizer, the targeting drone are moves that I'm not going to use. Oh, and injection are moves that I'm not going to use, and I don't need any more moves, and I've still got to pick 3. I guess, yeah, I'm not even going to use these. I mean, who knows? You might find some room for explosive blast. Oh yeah, that's the problem with this is the system is, or at least the way that I build characters in relation to the system is I'm always trying to streamline it down. You know, I'm trying not to generalize. I'm trying not to, you know, there has to be a certain amount of specialization in games where there's a limited amount of levels. You know, like in Fallout 4, you don't need to specialize. You do whatever. Well, I mean, maybe at the beginning a little bit, but you can get everything. One character could end up playing every play style. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess. So those are the attacks. Just my basic attacks. Well, maybe not the basic ones, but the attacks. And then there's the guns, basically. And then there's the grenades. I want a cloaking device. Now, I'm not sure if I should have 3 spots in here or 4, just so I can have the defense. Or if I should put a full 6 slots in there and put like a defensive set. Because again, this is a Dominator. They're not going to have a lot of defense, not going to have a lot of hit points. So I could put like an entire defensive set, like Luck of the Gambler, in there. And then an entire resist set into temporary invulnerability. But that would mean spending, you know, filling, that's what, like 10 whole points on both of these. Is it worth it? Or should I... See, again, this is the strategy I'm coming up with. Should I just... This is a ranged character, so if I stay at range and avoid getting hit, like, I won't necessarily need to put points in these. Or slots in these. Well, I don't know. Let's see what I'm using over here. Damn. Okay, again, I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 you need to put in hasten, but I'm putting 3. And again, should I put 3 or 4 in aid self just to get... Or should I put an entire set? Like a good, nice... Yeah, I don't know. So conserve power, it's just, it does its thing. There's no changing it. So normally I would do recharge speed in here, but again, we're talking about Dominators, so maybe I just want to put reduce endurance cost. And again, should I put 6 in here and do like a full set? I don't know. Um, because normally I go with 3, but like a fourth one, you're still getting, you're getting uh, uh, diminishing returns, but you're still getting a decent amount. So I'm putting 4 in those. In there too. Um, I can use the targeting drone. I mean, why not? Better to hit, right? Nothing wrong with a little more to hit. And then I've got like 3 slots. What do I put those in? I don't know. The tri-cannon. Eh. Um, yeah, this set's sort of frustrating. And yeah, so a lot of these enhancements will be obsolete. So here's where, well, I mean, they're IO, so they're not obsolete, but like level 30. So here's the problem, man. Because they're controllers, their endurance costs are ridiculous, even though they're just throwing a grenade. Like the thing that they're doing doesn't quite match up with the endurance cost. But because it's a Dominator, it's just, I don't know. That's part of the balance. Why are the endurance costs so high for Dominator? I don't get it. So I come to the, see, normally I would just put 3 accuracies and 3 sleeps. There's a sleep grenade, so it would get sleep. What else does it do? It does slow movement too. See, but that's another thing that it's always a toss up. Sleep always does slow movement and sleep. You know, immobilize always does slow movement and immobilize. And it's always the lower level. Like every target gets hit by the slow movement, but only the lower level targets get hit by the sleep or the immobilize. So it's, but I mean, I've got all this other control. So let's just give it what it's supposed to do, and that's sleep. So normally I put 3 accuracies and 3 sleeps, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to put 3 reduce endurance costs and 3 sleeps. I don't know, man. It's the accuracy in the game in general, and the way accuracy is balanced in the game in general, but also the way Dominator and Controller uh, uh, endurance use is balanced. I feel cornered into using endurance reduction ones. I don't know. Let's do it. Um, and now I'm going to be using these, and they're going to be constantly missing, and that's going to be really annoying. When I say sleep, do I even have sleeps? I don't think I even have them. I don't even think I have them. Yeah, so all of these grenade moves are going to get 3 endurance reductions and 3 of whatever it is they do. Smoke canister is 2 hit debuffs and confuse. That's right, I'm going with to hit debuffs on that. I had some of those, didn't I? Didn't I? Okay, I can't scroll through this. See, like all these accuracies, I'm just gonna have to get rid of those. Sell them and buy endurance reductions. And this is, what does this hold? Right. Tear gas is, oh right, I was like, how is tear gas holding them? But it's because they're sitting there puking. Ew. So yeah, again, I'm gonna want to put defenses into combat jumping rather than jumping. Knockback. What was knockback? Oh, nice. Oh, buckshot. Okay, here's one. Here's where the accuracies. I will put the accuracies because these are actually reasonable. Reasonable price. Well, okay, that's a bit expensive, but I mean that's top tier though. Because this sets reasonable prices for what they are, so I can use the accuracies here. Get them out of the way while we're at it. Oh, these aren't in order. I'm trying to use the high level ones first. Now with these, with sniper rifle, normally it would be the accuracy and the thing, which in this case I think is, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that with these because I got all kinds, okay, I got all kinds of things over here, you know, sleep and accuracy debuff and, you know, puking and such. So I'm just going to make all these damage, you know, because this would be to hit debuff or defense debuffs. Most like machine gun attacks reduce defense debuffs. But I'm going to put damage in there because I got all that kind of stuff over here. Which I don't have a lot of damage enhancements. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, this is to hit debuff. What was I going to put that? Oh, the flashbang. That's right. That was where the to hit debuff comes in, which is why I don't need it to hit debuff here. And I got this Dark Watcher's Despair to hit debuff recharge, endurance reduction. And I'm looking at the set bonuses. Recharge time of all powers by 5%. And meds resistance by 7.5%. And a little bit of extra damage. I think that's pretty good. And it's in what do you got? To hit. 1, 2, 4 to hits. 2, 3 endurance reductions. That was another thing, is this got 3 endurance reductions too, so I'm thinking I might use it. I mean, it's low level, but like IOs, it'll have its effects. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think the set bonuses are always the same regardless of what level the enhancements are on. So you could have one enhancement that's level 1 and another that's level 50, and you're still going to get an increased maximum health of 1.5. I don't know for sure, but I think the set bonuses stay the same. Okay, am I going to be pedantic and put this in exactly the right spot? Hit 2-hit debuff, recharge, endurance reduction. 2-hit debuff, recharge, endurance reduction is in the third spot. Yes, let's be pedantic. Defense buffs. That's all the cloaking device can get, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, hang on. Do I have... Fuck me. Can I... Please tell me I can take that out at this point. I can, yay. Okay, so... You know, let's like... Okay, so it's 25.5. Defense. 2.13% strength on all. When did that increase? This didn't actually change anything. Damn, that's a tiny little bit, dude. Okay, I'm reading this wrong. I must be reading something wrong. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem worth like the thousands of dollars you pay for those, or hundreds of thousands of influence you pay for those, and you only get like 0.18%. Really? All right. Where did I have defense debuffs? Oh, that's right. I put them in burst, but I decided not to keep them in burst. You know what? I can throw rest. We still always use rest, so might as well throw one in there, right? And these are inherent now. Like, my health is just a little better now. Might as well. Knockback. That's right. And I decided to use all damage for those. Recharge would go into hasten. So I think you gotta get oh, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to get perma hasten. I thought I knew how to get perma hasten. Maybe things are different nowadays. 2-hit buff. Oh, the targeting drone. That's right. I never really planned to use the targeting drone, but it's there. Might as well. Disorient duration. See, I would have put this in the flashbang. I mean, I might as well, right? For now. But I'm going to put I'm going to end up putting a set of Dark Watcher's Despair, only because it's got a cool sounding title. Slow. No, that's right. I want to put sleep there. Invulnerability. I'm not really using super speed, but I might as well put it in there, right? Otherwise, I'm just going to sell these. Oh wait, I can put these in here. So yeah, because of the decisions that I've made about how I'm going to build the character, I'm not going to need these Wait, hang on, I say that. Hold on. I forgot about combat jumping. Yes, I'm being pedantic again. Shit, where did I just put it? There. Yeah, so these, I decided not to use slow in the sleep grenade. I'm going to use sleep instead. And I decided to use endurance reductions instead of accuracies. I don't know where the hell this came from. Conserve power. What does conserve power have? Reduce endurance cost. So every time I don't know what I'm going to put in something, it's going to be reduce endurance cost. Just by default. And where other places I'd normally put something else like accuracy, I'm going to put reduce endurance cost for in the control set. Yeah, so I wish I had more enhancements to fill this out, but you get the general idea. The grenades are going to have endurance reduction, and the thing that they do, gun attacks are going to have accuracy and damage. And really, the only defensive moves I have are the cloaking device and, well, no, there's combat jumping. But I mean, what the hell does that do? Yeah, 3.39, 4 defenses in there. I mean, granted, they're level 30s, but I mean, look at this one. It's not that much different. It's a it's a 5 point difference, a 0.05 point difference. I must be reading that wrong. But yeah, I'm just gonna move all these here so I can sell them instead of just having them vanish into the ether. This game really likes to have stuff vanish into the ether, doesn't it? That's when you know you give your players too much stuff. It's when you need to find excuses to make that stuff disappear. All right. So let's finish that up. Yes, please.